as you know, this podcast is called Let Go and Lead, and it's all about how one leads when one recognizes you're not really in control.
Yep.
What do you think leaders most need to let go of?
This one's easy for me. Um, Stop letting others' expectation of what a leader is and isn't define who you are as a leader. And when I say others, I'm talking about media, I'm talking about research, I'm talking about others' opinions, I'm talking about your own narrative that runs in your head. I mentioned before I grew up on a farm in rural Iowa. We grew our food in the garden. We had a massive garden. That's where we grew our food. We rarely went to a restaurant. That was a real treat. When I was a kid, I went to a state college. I went there on scholarships and loans. I lived a pretty basic existence growing up. And then I went to college and I kind of felt like I was thrown into a completely different life, like completely foreign to me. And I did not share or talk about my upbringing, really who I was for many, many years. And the reason I didn't do that is on me. I take full accountability for this. I didn't want others to think I wasn't well educated. I didn't want others to think maybe I wasn't intelligent or I didn't have enough money or I wasn't cultured. And I did everything that I could, Maril, to fit in to what I thought good looked like. And sadly, I spent a good percent of my career being that individual. And then I went through an unexpected divorce. All right. And I decided that it was time to find Ann again. And I did a conscious, intentional reset. It took that for me to really slow down and try to find myself. I dropped the formality. I stopped trying to be perfect. I grew my hair. I started to share stories, including growing up on a farm. Everybody at BMS knows I'm a farm girl. I've told so
Yep.
many stories about that. I share my failures. I relaxed and I became my authentic self. And I also believe that in doing that, I became a better leader. People started to relate to me even more. So my advice is to be yourself. Try some new things on. If they don't work, throw them out and try something else on. And in time, you will find your own unique to you, authentic version of leadership, and it will be terrific.